Welcome to my channel, French for All, where every lesson turns learning into a joyful adventure. Today you will have an unforgettable learning experience like always.
Bonjour mes élèves. Today the lesson is going to be on the verb aller, which is an irregular verb. So we are going to learn how to conjugate this verb in present tense. And we are going to see the uses of learning this verb. We are going to practice few sentences using this verb. And as a surprise, I'm going to give you a quiz and check whether you understood completely. And I will also give the answers for all those questions which I asked in the quiz. Okay, right. So I hope you have watched my previous lessons. And if you like my videos and my teaching, please subscribe and share my video to your friends and relatives. Guys, shall we move on? Are you ready? Yes. So, what are we learning for the day? Yes, we are going to learn the verb aller, which is the most important verb. Okay? Yes. Now, the key uses of learning aller verb, right? The first one is exprimer and déplacement, that is to express movement. So, when you're going to some place, anywhere, you can use this verb aller. So, I am going to school. I am going to market. How will you say? You will use the verb aller, conjugate it according to the pronoun, and then you will make the sentence. Je vais à l'école. Je vais au marché. Je vais aux États-Unis. Je vais au Canada. Okay, so you're using these verbs to tell where you are going, right? Then the second one, to to express health, how you feel your health, and to say how somebody's health is, how they are doing in their life. To ask that question and to reply to that question also, you need this verb aller, right? So how are you? So I am fine. So this is you going to use the verb aller. Comment ça va? Ça va bien. So this is a informal way of asking. You're talking to your boss, okay, or some employee or some outsider. You'll ask, comment allez-vous? Je vais bien. Okay, so it is going to be helpful in use to becoming friend and make you become close to somebody when you ask about their whereabouts, isn't it? So this is going to be helpful when you are going to France or going to meet somebody who speaks in French. They're going to be very pleased by the way you ask this question, because this plays a very important role in managing the becoming more social and managing the relationship, whether in a formal or an informal relationship, guys. Okay, so is it clear the second use? Yes, the third one is it is going to be useful in expressing about something which you're going to do in a near future. Okay, that is, you are sure that something you're going to do. Okay, so you're writing your homework, you're doing your homework, after this you're going to play. So you're sure that your plans are sure, then you will use near future. Okay, so for the near future, again, that is for the to talk in future tense also, the verb aller is important. You are going to conjugate the verb in present tense and add any verb in infinitive to tell, to express something in future. So I am going to play. How will you say? Je vais manger. So here I am going to eat. How will you say? Je vais manger. So I am going to play. How will you say? Je vais jouer. Okay. I am going to dance. How will you say? Je vais danser. Right? So, by learning this one verb, you also learn parallelly to speak in future. Then, the last use of this is it is very useful in day to day life conversations. By knowing this verb, students, you can make more than 1,000 sentences easily and confidently, because it is simple to frame the sentence using aller verb. Je vais manger, je vais parler, je vais regarder, je vais écouter, je vais écrire. Okay, so you can make many sentences. And when you are going to a French speaking country or France, or you are going to speak to somebody in your class, you're a new learner, for all those people, even if you have reached to B1 and B2 level in your life, it's going to be useful. And you can be very confident, because anytime you miss out on something or you're not able to speak, you can use this verb. Or also when you're writing passages also, it will be very useful, guys. Okay, let's see the next one. So now we are coming to the verb conjugation, right? Aller means to go. What does it mean? To go. Let's conjugate. Je vais, I go, or I am going. Tu vais, tu vas, you go, or you are going. Il va, he goes, or he is going. Elle va, she goes, or she is going. On va, one goes, or one is going. Nous allons, we go, or we are going. Vous allez, you go, or you are going. Ils vont, they go, or they are going. Elles vont means they go or they are going. Right. So this is the complete conjugation of the verb aller. And remember, it is an irregular verb, so it is not going to follow a pattern. You have to memorize this verb, and it is easy. You can make a song, a rap song with this, and make a je vais, tu vas, il va, elle va, on va, nous allons, vous allez, ils vont, elles vont. Like that, you can make a rap song and just try to boost your learning skill. Okay, guys. So you can do this also. You can just try to make as a sentence as time passes. Like we used to learn, what do you call, tables, no, by just humming. Same way you can do this for any conjugations also, guys. Okay, so you can see something is in yellow. What is it? Informal, formal, MP, FP, right? Right. So what is it? Definitely after observing this, you must be having some question. What is it? Why are we writing all this? Though the meanings are same. What does it mean? You might be having a question on this, right? Yes. So guys, chuva means you go and you are going. Uzale means you go and you are going. So both has same meaning. Then why there are two ways? Okay, you must be having that question, right? So no matter which place you belong to or which language you speak in your family or wherever you go, you must be having a way how you speak to a teacher and how you speak to your cousin, isn't it? The way you speak to your cousin will not be the way you will speak to your teacher, right? When you talk to your teacher, there will be a formal approach, isn't it? When you talk to your cousin, it is going to be an informal approach. Okay, right. So the formal approach is going to be, so when you're talking to your friends, okay, so you will use informal way. So that way is chuva, right? That is you go, you are going. Chuva alekol, are you going to school? Okay, so you will ask, you will tell to you are asking somebody, chuva alekol, you're going to school. So you will use this verb. Now if you're asking the same thing, you're going to school, to a professor, you will not say the first part, you will use the second one, that is uzale alekol, you're going to school. Okay, so this is the thin line between the formal and informal conversation, guys. Okay, right. So when can you use this? This is the most important part. In many of you who have learned this will not have the clarification about the main thing is when to use. Okay, the first one, formal and informal, that 90% of the people will be knowing. The information which I'm going to give now is very important. That is, you can use this number one only in the singular when you're conversating with only one person. Chuva can be used only for a one person you're speaking, and in informal manner. Okay, that is that you know that person very well, that is your friend or your neighbor whom you know very well, or your cousin. With that time, that too only one person you are communicating, that time alone you can use this chuva. Okay, chuva park, you're going to the park, like that you can ask. Okay, but when it comes to uzaleno, you have three uses of it. That is, first one is you can use this to speak to a person, that is one person, a single person, when it is a formal conversation. Okay, right? When it is a formal conversation, you can use first one. Second one, you can use to a group of people. Uzale, aux États-Unis, you are going to United States. So you can use to a group of people in an informal conversation. Also, you can use Uzale aux États-Unis in the formal conversation. Also, you can use. Okay, so this is the second one has three uses. One is using in singular format, in a singular conversation, a conversation between one person. You're conversating only with one person, then also you can use. Second one is when you are talking to communicating to a group of people, also you can use. And it can be either formal or informal, right? A group of people in formal also, same conjugation you'll use. Vous allez au Canada, vous allez au Japon. Okay, so you can use it in formal as well as informal if it is a group, right? I hope it is clear. Now, let's go to the next one. What is MP and FP? If you see ils vont, the meaning is they go or they are going. For both the meanings are same. Then why it is, what does this MP refers? That is, when you're talking to a masculine plural, a group, you're addressing to a group which is fully a masculine group. That is a group of students who are all boys. Okay, all are boys, nobody is girl. Okay, then you will use first. Second one, when there is a mixed gender, the students are mixed, both boys and girls are there in that group, they are going to excursion. Okay, they are going to zoo. You will use when they are only, the group is only consist of boys, or when the group is consist of boys as well as girls, then you will use this way. Ils vont au zoo, au zoo. Ils vont à l'excursion. Okay, ils vont à la pique-nique. Okay, so they are going to the picnic, they are going to the zoo, they are going to the excursion. Now, when will you use elvon? So this is exclusively, guys, remember, note somewhere, this is exclusively for feminine plural. Only the group consists of all girls. Okay, a group of teachers are uh, going to a hotel. Okay, the group of teachers are going to the library, for example. So the teachers here, all the teachers are female, then you use elles vont à la bibliothèque, they are going to the library. Is that clear? Okay, right. I hope this conjugation is super clear to all of you. If you have any question, please write it in the comment box. I'll be more than happy to support you in your learning journey, guys. Okay, let's move on. Now, time for us to see the simple and useful sentences in daily life. I know this section is going to be very useful and give you an idea how this verb is useful in day to day life. Okay, I'll give you few examples. See, one more thing I wanted to share is, now I want you to remember what you learned till now, and then be focused in what we are going to learn, because at the end I'm going to give you quiz. I hope you remember that, right? Yeah. So the first one, as we have seen many examples, one of them are je vais à l'école, the simple use, the day to day use. Where are you going? So you will say je vais à l'école. Okay. Tu vas bien? Are you doing well? Okay. Il va au cinéma ce soir. He is going to cinema tonight. So, il va au cinéma ce soir is used to talk about future proche, that is near future. Tu vas bien is talking about you're inquiring someone's whereabouts, and the first one talks about the movement. You're going to some place, right? Is that clear? Yes. Next one is nous allons au parc. We are going to the park, right? So again, this is a movement verb. That is, we are talking about you're going to some place. Okay. Vous allez voyager en France? Are you going to travel to France? Okay. Then, elles vont chez leur ami. They are going to their friend's house. So again, they are talking about the movement from one place to another. Ça va? Are you fine? Okay, ça va bien, merci. Okay, ça va itself, if you raise your voice, that itself becomes how are you. If you say ça va, it becomes I am fine. Okay, ça va bien means I am fine. Okay, then merci is to say thank you, right? Ça va bien, merci. Okay, so these are all useful verbs, useful sentences which you will be using in day to day life, right? Are you ready for the next challenge? Yes, quiz time. Let's test your aller knowledge. That is the verb aller knowledge. Here we go. And first, let me give you the questions. I'll give you time to think and answer. Keep write all your answers in a paper. At the end, compare your answers with my answer. And if you are getting full on full, that means you should tap your back. Okay? Right. Here we go. First is MCQ. Choisis la bonne réponse. The first one. Tu dash au marché. To dash au marché. So, according to the verb number one, option one is way, option two, va, option three, vont. Which one will fit? You can mark in your paper. Answers I'll give you in the end. Okay, wait for that. Do not forward and see the answers. Okay, right. Now the next question. Nous dash on vacances demain. Nous dash on vacances demain. So for the aller verb in nous conjugation, which one will be among these? You have to choose. So option A, allons. Option B, aller. Option C, va. Yes, have you marked the answer? Right. Here we go. Vrai ou faux. That is true or false, you have to say. La phrase je vais à Paris est correcte. So, la phrase je vais à Paris est correct. Is it correct? The first one. If it is correct, put vrai. If it is false, put faux. Right? The next question. Ils vont au restaurant. Ils vont au restaurant, which means they go to the restaurant. Now tell me if this sentence is correct, put vrai. If it is wrong, mark faux. Let's move on to the next question. Yeah. So here you're going to do translation. Traduire en français. Okay, guys? So we are going to the library. I think I framed these sentences for you as an example as well. Let us see how many of you remember the word library. We are going to the library. So, how do we write it in French? So, time is given. Make sure to write your answer. I'm sure your answers are going to be correct. I hope you have done. Let's move on to the next one. Complète avec la bonne forme du verbe aller. Okay, so you have to complete with the correct form of verb conjugation with the verb aller, right? Mary et Paul dash à l'école. First question. In this, Mary et Paul dash à l'école. So think about the conjugations we learned, recall it, and answer it. I will give the answers at the end, as I said. Then the next question, je dash au supermarché. Je dash au supermarché. So, have you guessed the answers? Right? Have you written down all the answers? Yes? Are you ready to see the answers now? Ready to compare the answers? Yes, here we go. Right? So, have you checked your answers now? So the corrige, that is correct answers here are first one va, second answer is allons, third question is for. We have to say je vais et not je va. Okay, and fourth is vrai, that is true. Fifth is nous allons à la bibliothèque. We are going to the translation of we are going to the library is nous allons à la bibliothèque. And sixth one is vont. Conjugation for third person plural is vont, and the conjugation for the first person singular is vais. Okay, je vais. That is the final tip which I wanted to tell is aller is a irregular verb, isn't it? Its conjugation does not follow a regular pattern. That is, when you see the aller verb, isn't it? So here, if you see aller, it is an er verb. According to er verb, we remove the er, and whatever is remaining becomes a root, isn't it? ALL remains the root in a regular verb, but that is not the case in the aller verb. You have to remember that it is not going to follow the pattern, and then remember that the form do not all look like the root. That is, as I said, all ALL will not be there. That is, when you remove the ER, ALL is there. No, that is going to be the root in a regular, right? In irregular, you have to memorize this way, va, va, allons, aller, vont. Okay, right. Thank you for watching my lesson and giving your support. Please comment whatever you want. Next class, what you want me to teach, I'll be more than happy to do the video which you want me to do. And I'm thank you for sharing my videos with your friends and family, and keep supporting me. Over, Apianto.